Hi everyone, it's BJ from BJ's Mind. I have my COVID vaccine today, and I just want to share my experience on how it's been done, the whole process and everything. Because before I went to my appointment this morning, I was looking for videos and I could not find any. So hopefully this will help you guys out there who's planning on setting up an appointment from the OC Disney Pod Super Site. So first things first, how to set up an appointment. So they ask you to register at www.othena.com for Orange County residents, California. So you have to register. The registration is really easy. The hard part is getting the appointment because um, they limit the appointment times, and for right now, it's only available for 65 and above and frontline workers. So, my suggestion would be once you're done with the registration, um, check the appointment schedule at around odd hours. So, most probably you're going to be able to get one during the wee hours of the morning. I got one around 5:30 in the morning. So that's my tip. Now, if you're not 65 and above, and if you're a frontline worker, they would ask for proof that you're working in those specific areas. So what do you need to bring is an ID or your ID badge, your driver's license, and then if you don't have an ID badge, certificate of employment signed by your employer. If it's not signed, you can also bring in your pay stubs. So I've got notes right here on the side because I wanted to like have the entire process, so whoever needs it might be able to get information. So my appointment was at 1 p.m. today. They didn't really specify how much time you need to be there. So I came in an hour early. So at the gate, they asked me that I'm too early because I got there around 11:30. So they were saying I might be asked to exit the parking and then come back again. But luckily, I found a parking right like then I parked in there, and then I went to the check-in line, and I was told that there's already a line for the 1 o'clock appointment. So I went in there. Um, if you're wondering if there's like wheelchairs, there's portalets if you need to go to the bathroom, and there's water. They're offering it when you're there because you'll be out in the sun. So I suggest you bring, I don't know, maybe a hat or an umbrella or a chair if you really need it. The wait times will be maybe from 30 to 45 minutes at most. They're really efficient. So so what was that after? So once I know that there was already a line. There's like four lines in there, and it has like a 15-minute like interval. So mine was one. I'm at the 1 o'clock line, and there's another one for a 1:15 line, and there's another one for like a 1:30, and then a 1:45. So then you have to wait. Now, if you have an iPhone, it's easier to like check in because I think they would let you do that in the Othena app that you can download. Then they will just give you a QR code, and then once you're in the check-in area, they'll just show it to them, and it speeds up the process. However, for Android users, we don't have that luxury yet. The app isn't available, so you have to manually do it. So once you're ushered, once your appointment time is called, you'll be ushered into one other line going into the vaccination area. They're going to take your temperature. So before that, remove your hat because I got sidelined. Because when they took my temperature, it's a little bit on the like warm sides, maybe 100, maybe 99. I'm not sure. So they told me to wait for 1 minute on the side, take my hat off, and then they took my temperature again. So after that, you go to another line. You'll show your proof of eligibility. They'll ask for your appointment confirmation. I usually just screenshot it and then show it on my phone. And then they'll ask for your ID. And then they'll ask for your certificate of employment if you have it, or your ID badge. So just have all of those in like a convenient pouch that you could show them. This they're going to ask for it like a couple of times before you get vaccinated. So what's after that? So after that, and then they're going to like send you to another tent. There's the pre-vaccination checklist. They're gonna ask you like a couple of questions. I have all of these in like pictures, but yeah, I'm just gonna upload them one by one. Or can you just check back my channel in a couple of days? I'm going to upload everything, including the video clips that I took, because I wasn't able to document everything because I can't document and talk to the registration desk at the same time. They did allow me to video the vaccination process though, and then they were like nice about it. So what else? So after that line, after all the checklist, if you answer no to all of it, you get ushered to the vaccination like sites right away. But if you answer to yes to any of those, then you get sidelined to the medical tent. So I thought, I got scared and I thought that they were not going to give me the vaccine. But all they told me was, since I tested positive for COVID like a few weeks back, that most likely I'm gonna have like severe side effects, like fever for a couple of days, or a lot more soreness in my arm, or fatigue and all of that. They just wanted to make sure that I'm aware of it. But it doesn't mean that I can't have the vaccine. It just means that I need to watch out for those symptoms. And probably, like, if you're planning to get a vaccine, maybe make sure it's on your like days off. Okay? So, and then if after that conversation they gave me this, you see Mickey? Yeah, that's Mickey, which means I'm okay to get vaccinated. So I went to the other line again, waited for my turn to be vaccinated. So they just ask you which oh, they're going to ask you if you have symptoms. If you have symptoms on that specific time. So when you say no, they're just going to give you the vaccine. They'll tell you, did they tell me? Yeah, to just which side, which arm, left or right. So I chose the right one, and then they'll tell you just relax the arm, because most of the time people would like flex it because they're nervous. So just relax your arm, and then it doesn't really hurt. It's just like one pinch and that's it. And then I was expecting like a little like pain in there in the site, but there wasn't any. My flu shot was more painful than the COVID vaccine actually. So after getting vaccinated, they will just give you a card that you're vaccinated. Yeah, I have it here, but I'm not gonna show because it's gonna show my name. So it says you got the Moderna vaccine. Then it's going to be another dose in 28 days. At the back of that card, it's going to tell you when you should get the next dose. And then you have to bring that card for the next time. So after that, you get ushered again to another tent, which is just like an observation tent for 15 minutes. So just set your timer to 15 minutes. If they don't see any like allergic reactions after 15 minutes, then you're good to go. And practically that's it. Disneyland is a huge place and it's the happiest place on earth. And then, I mean, it's really the happiest place on earth now if people go there to get vaccinated, because that means we're going to get through all of this in probably, hopefully, a short time. Um, so the links, I'll post all the links below this video on how to get an appointment, what to expect, what the address is, um, pictures to come soon, and then clips of the videos that I took this morning or this afternoon will be posted. Like, give me a couple of days and I'll show all of that to you, so you'll get like a feel and a see on how it's like when you're there. I saw people today, mostly seniors, with wheelchairs, and if they don't have any, there are available wheelchairs in there that they could use. If they can't go in there by themselves, they allow one person to go with them. But yeah, just make sure you have an appointment, because if you don't have one, you're just gonna waste your time. They're not gonna be able to accommodate you. Yeah, because what happens is that's why I think on the first few days that they started this last Wednesday, people just showed up without an appointment, and then people who doesn't belong to the tier, because there's the like, tier 1A for right now, they came even if they had an appointment. They came, they weren't eligible. They didn't bring the exact documents, their ID badge, their proof of employment, so they get turned away. So it takes longer when you do that. So make sure you have all the necessary requirements, and then that's it. If you get it done, then we'll get through this pandemic in no time, hopefully, when everybody has herd immunity. But go get tested, if even if you don't feel anything, because you might be asymptomatic, just like how I am before. I wasn't feeling any like symptoms or any of that. We were just being tested regularly, and I voluntarily tested. This on the fifth time, that's when I tested positive. So make sure to wear your mask, wash your hands, stay 6 feet away, and if you can, just stay at home, because right now you don't even know who's infected and who's not. So that's it for today, and hopefully this helps. I just wanted to share this with everybody who's curious on how to get the COVID vaccine. Again, this is BJ, BJ's Mind, and I'll see you again next time.